1, 2, 3. Nou, dan zingen. De tekst is I don't mind at all. I don't mind at all. Dit is een moment waar we allemaal aan terugdenken. De laatste 2 jaar is er van alles gebeurd. Veel dingen hebben wij niet in de hand. En dingen die je niet in de hand hebt, hoef je niet te proberen op te lossen. Daarom zingen wij I don't mind at all. De melodie gaat als volgt. I don't mind at all. Dus iedere keer als ik even stop, mogen jullie meezingen. Oeh, wat ingewikkeld. Leuk. En we gaan. I don't mind at all. Nog een keer. Zo, maar. En we gaan nog één keer. I don't mind at all.
Good evening and welcome to another live stream with me, Bakiel from Rapalje, and I really have tried to figure out how much live stream I've done on a Tuesday evening. What, 100, 200? I'm doing this for a couple of years now. So, welcome to this live stream, and today I want to talk about what you're going to do when you're outside on a lovely day here, like in the Netherlands. It was almost 18 degrees outside and it was lovely in the sun, but also in the shade. So I've been working outside and I wonder what you do when you are planning to do something outside, because it's possible. You can go outside, of course, every day, but especially today I could work with my project I'm working on. I can tell you a little bit later what I'm doing. Many people already know what I'm doing. It's a big project I'm working on. It has to do with something with sound, and I did this in my kitchen because it was too cold in my garage, in my barn, or outside to work with my hands and with glue and with paint and things like that. So my question to you is, what kind of things can you do, different things than you normally? You can go out for a walk, you can take your dog out, you can go shopping, you can go jogging, whatever. But especially today I went outside because it was nice weather and I did some things that I could normally not do. And it was the first day, really first spring day, that I could do something really nice outside. And that's for me working on my project, working with wood, cutting, painting, things like that, and I really love to do that outside in the sun. I hope I didn't get a sunburn. I see on the screen I did not, so that's okay. I was in the sun all afternoon. Let me first go to our Patreon page. Yeah, I start with Patreon page, then I go to Facebook. Then I go to YouTube page, then back to Facebook and back to Patreon. So you know where it's time to write comments. So right now I'm going to check if you wrote something on Patreon. The project I'm working on is also a Patreon project, partially. I will talk about it a little bit later. But first, let me read all the comments on Patreon. And it's also the place that I go first when people have comments or I posted something and where I can respond. Peter de Jong is writing, my job is gardening and landscaping, therefore I'm always outside. Working in an office ain't my thing. Although outside is not only delight, in my free time I love to go for a walk, and also my garden needs care. When alone outside I need no music, no talk, just hear and see what nature wants to share. That's nice. Yeah, I know Peter's a lot outside, and gardening and landscaping is a good idea because I am really not good at gardening and landscaping, and I actually need someone to help me with my garden. It's a mess. Well, it's a jungle. If you like a jungle, many things are growing there that are not supposed to grow there. Maybe it's nice, but it's too much right now. So Peter de Jong, if you want to come over to my place, please let me know. I can use some help, but I'm going to try to do this from next week and get some things out of my garden. But nice to know that you go outside a lot. Yeah, and of course you can go for a walk. And right now you can hear a lot of birds whistling, and it's very loud outside, noisy nature, and that's really nice. You don't need music; it's all outside right now. I also noticed that When I was working on my project, that I heard many birds, and I heard an owl and whatever was there, little merel, not sure, blackbird, a little blackbird I got always here. And Martijn is writing, since last year I've got a piece of land on a camping. I needed a lot of gardening, which I did during the winter. Now I can't wait to enjoy the summer season there. Another doing gardening. Yeah, gardening is something that you can do when it's not too cold outside, because it's yeah, when you're standing or you are not really moving a lot, then it's nice when it's a little bit warmer, because yeah, it's not good for my back when it's so cold. I can walk and I can do a lot of things outside, but standing still and handling hand tools and things like that is nice today. And also gardening, of course. Beatrix, when I'm outside, I ride my bike or read something, and sometimes I'm on our MPS and listen to music. Yeah, festivals. Sure, of course, you can. When you go to, it was a lovely festival day today, and there will be more. There will be more. I'm not sure if there were festivals on a Tuesday, but in the weekends when it's weather like this, the festivals will be really nice. And I love to perform on stage when it's not too warm, not too cold. About 20 degrees, a little bit of sun, a little bit of shade, a little bit of clouds. That's my perfect weather. All for doing anything, making music on the festival, working on projects, which is behind me right there. Talk about it a little bit later, because it's getting near to finishing. Of course, not always. Fairly, I'm working on my construction site in order to get a new terrace. Lots of work to do. Afterwards, we built a new garden hut, and finally the garden has to become a green garden again. Back is aching all the time, but I'm getting used to it. With Rapalje music and kind of work, any kind of work will be easier. I'm looking forward to grow my own vegetables and fruit. Yeah, back can hurt a lot when you work on the garden. Whatever you do inside or outside. I also noticed today that when I'm really concentrated on just getting something done, especially outside, then I don't tend to take a lot of care or a lot of, how do you call it, attention to my body. When I'm doing sports, however, I'm taking attention of my body, and then it gets better again. So I need sport to get my back good again, which I did last evening and tomorrow morning as well. So it will be good. Marcus is writing, if you own a house, there's always a lot of work outside. But now, as the days get warmer, I like to work in the garden very much. It's a good compensation to my work day. I also need to work in my garden and my house. A lot of things to do. I need to start that. You're right. I need to do that. Okay, Facebook. What you're writing on Facebook? Let me see. Oh, many comments. Let me start upstairs. Okay. Oh, how far can I go? Hello, Donna. Good evening. Gerlof, Erna, Ursel, Ralph. You see the first one who's writing something, Marion. Feli, I love to walk my dog through the bog on the beach if there is not much work to do in the garden. All working on the garden. It's nice to have a garden, I guess. Yeah. Simona is writing, I love to sit on my terrace just enjoying the sun with a cold beer. Yeah. I also need to do that when it's getting a little bit easier on my project. I'm not a beer drinker, but a cup of coffee or a glass of wine will be really nice, especially later in the evening after the work is done. I also allow myself to drink something next time. Good evening, Jos. Good evening, all good evening. Gerlof, last year when it was nice, I sought out a picnic table somewhere in the bushes or near the water and did a bit of self-study French. So I learned French. Hope to do this again this year. Yeah, it's also nice to read a book outside, do something like that, and because you get a little bit of sun, vitamin D. It's really pleasant to do anything outside, whatever it is. Donna, cleaning up the garden. Yeah, that's also what I want to do. Cleaning up the garden is something I need to do. It's not only gardening, it's cleaning up the mess, the jungle. So you also have a jungle, I guess, Donna. Walking down to the spring, best time to be in nature. Gardening, rock garden with the cats. Veli, and always I have my camera with me to get nice pictures of nature. And also Nina is taking photos. Yeah, the nature is exploding. Soon it will all be green. It can happen in a week now. So and lights is awesome, and many things, many animals you can see. So Nina really, enjoy taking your pictures, but also just enjoy being outside, of course. I also took a lot of photos when I was studying photography, but then I noticed that when I was taking a picture, I did not enjoy what I saw and what was there actually. When I made the picture, it was like, I got a moment, and then it was in my camera. But now I tend to not make pictures, no music, no talking, and just enjoy being outside and just enjoy the moment and remember that. I'm not taking pictures anymore from things that I really like. Sounds maybe a little bit strange, but I want to enjoy the moment as it is without the pictures. Jule, I stay most of the days outside. We have a big garden and there's a lot to do. Martin is walking the dog, working the garden, and sitting in the sun reading. Marianne, well, I'm going to try finish eating before Zoom. Okay, yeah, we'll be all lovely to see you in Zoom. We can talk a little bit about what you're going to do, what you're doing outside, especially on a warm, sunny day. You can go outside anytime, also when it's raining, when it's cold, and when it's snowing. But this is something special because you can do almost everything outside that you normally do inside, like sitting still, reading a book and drinking a coffee, and that's well, I didn't do that until today. Michelle, it was beautiful in Bulk. We enjoyed it. Yeah, we had a concert in Bulk. We have many concerts. For Thursday and Friday, we have two theater concerts. You saw a little part of the theater concert again. And in the end of this live stream, in about 15 minutes, I also have a little part of the same song. It's actually the last song just before the break in our theater show. Because when you know our record, we also recorded a record. We recorded a record. If you play a record, then side A stops where also the theater concert stops. So we are playing our record in the theaters, but then live, of course, not actually play the record. But yeah, it's the same, exactly the same set as what's on our record and our CD, of course. But on the CD you haven't got a break. On the record you have, because you need to turn around the record. Groetjen van Torsi Frankrijk. Okay, Koba. Ursula, if the sun is shining, I like to sit on my balcony and read a book. Silke also goes outside tomorrow with camera. Marianne, I work in the garden. I go with my bike to the Elbe. That's some water in Germany. I sit in the sun and I read. Sylvia, outdoors. I only have a very small garden. That's quickly done. So I go cycling, walking when it's warmer, stand-up paddling, canoeing, sailing, windsurfing, riding, and festivals, of course. Yeah, I would like to get it a little bit warmer, so the water gets warmer, because I also like water. Anything in or on the water would be nice when it's a little bit warmer. It needs to stay a little bit longer, a little bit warmer. Nadi says, hey. Michelle is looking forward to Zomerfolk. Yeah, we are planning Zomerfolk again. That's also one of the reasons I'm working on my project, because I'm working on a new sound system as well for our. I want to show you this later. Working on a sound system for Zomerfolk. Again, another one. Yeah, one is not good. We get the old one, but maybe the new one's better. Ursa, hi Michael. Do you need help with your garden? Yes, I do. Feli also appreciates any help. Silke says hello in a minute. And Bertha is writing everyone greeting from Sappemeer. Jos, good evening. Hoi hoi. Okay, I go to YouTube. Let's see what you're writing there. I see Daniel, Tatjana, Johanna, hello everyone. And Frank says hello. Corrie, good evening, hello. Rapalje Folk, the Rapalje fan club of ours. Hello Marijn, hello John. And Peter is writing, greet you all. I hope all well in this crazy world, but luckily also with a bit normality like this live stream. I try to be normal, but I hope I am normal enough. I'm not normal. But the normality, yeah, okay, it's all every Tuesday, but yeah, thank you. Matthias, I'm now on YouTube reading your comments. From YouTube I go back to Facebook and then to Patreon again, and then I close this live stream and we go to the Zoom. Matthias, a good bicycle trip always in good weather. Daniel, can you go live on TikTok? There, it's easier to watch the stream and chat. I typed it again, so it's one. Yeah, well, TikTok, we need, we need 20 or so, 10 or 20 more people, because I guess we need 1,000 subscribers on our TikTok channel. So if you want us live on TikTok, we need more people before we can go live, because there is a limit on how much people you need, actually. I think it was 1,000, so subscribe to TikTok and we will go live as soon as it's possible. I already said it last week, but we haven't got enough. Maybe we got enough now. Let me see. TikTok, how many people we got there? Let me check. Yeah, 988. We need 12 more people to follow us on TikTok. So please follow us on TikTok. It would be nice if we hit this 1,000 this evening. So please go to TikTok now and follow us. When we got 1,000 and we can go live, I go live right now. I go live in our live stream on TikTok as well. And I put my phone like this here, and then you can also, yeah. So let me refresh. Please follow us on TikTok so we can go live there. Let me see. Jana has the flu and she cannot go. Or drunk. Somebody, you're talking about a lot of drinking. Let me see. Yeah, Corey, yeah. Yeah, there's also normal flu. That's possible. It's not only corona. I had corona 2-3 weeks ago. It's all gone now. I'm completely healthy again. But there's also a flu still. And Danielle hasn't got any condition, okay. Lucy, cycling is what I could do. Johanna, let me see, go in the sun. And Professor, I go with my bike to a large forest near me with backpack with a few cold beers in it and a fat joint. I rolled at home and I'm hiding between the trees because boswachters are zeikers. Okay, enjoy that. And Professor, I take my trash with me and others trash as well while I'm there. That's a good one. So yeah, that's good for the boswachters. Professor, oh, I make a TikTok for that. Yeah. Oh yeah, we almost got 20,000 followers on YouTube. We also need to celebrate that one. Yeah, that's also nice. Almost 20,000. Great. John, no TikTok will not be there. Well, the same videos are also exactly the same videos from most TikTokers are also reels on Instagram or short stories on YouTube. So you don't miss anything. If you haven't got TikTok, you are missing nothing because YouTube and Instagram has the same function. So you can go there and you see the same things as on TikTok. Daniel is chatting on my phone on YouTube and watching it is pretty hard, so that's why I want live streams on TikTok. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Got enough? No. Still, maybe it's updating a little bit. We got 988 followers. When we got 1,000, we go live. Maybe during a concert or something like that. Helena, my daughter just started following you on TikTok. Okay, let me go back to Facebook, see what you're writing there. No, Gerlof, no David tonight. No, David is preparing Zomerfolk. He has some people he has to talk to. So that's the reason that I could not talk with David. And I would like to do a live stream from Franca's place when I got this project ready for her. Let me do some, 5 minutes things on, let me see what you're writing on Facebook. Michelle didn't know that we are on TikTok. Yeah, we are. Let me see. Judith takes pictures, but I also delete them again because the photos in my head are better for me. I agree. That's also what I try to do. When I'm on holiday, I take a small window when also the lights are very nice to sometimes make a holiday video, but then only maybe half an hour a day maximum taking videos, and then afterwards I make a little video, and that's enough. Yeah. I need help me from garden. Before I watch the last comments on our Patreon page, I would like to show you my project is right there. This is a new speaker. It's a part of the system I'm working on. This is the I call it the medium subwoofer, and in there will be a little device that makes it possible to stream to Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, a cable, whatever cable you want to connect to a system that you can use for anything. You can put it in the car, in your house, wherever. And this is it looks small. When I go with my hand there, you can see that this fits in the little hole. This is a little speaker. This is actually a car speaker, and it works very fine with the rest of the electronics that go in there. And then you have two satellite speakers. It is still drying, but let me try to get this one still sticky. This is one of the sides of the speakers that go with it. You can not recognize what this will be. When it's finished, I will show you next week. But this is one of the sides of the little speakers that go along with this system. Now I got, again, paint on my hand. I just get it up. Actually, I'm not going to do a very long Zoom meeting because I need to take a shower. I still got the sawdust in my nose from making this little loudspeaker. So this is only for the bass notes. It's a subwoofer. You can put it wherever you want with the device in it that takes whatever sound source you have, converts it in pretty good sound. I can say that. I am right now trying to compare my sound system with anything else and to see if the price is right. But it should sound better than what you used to listen to. And when you used to listen to very good sound, it's cheaper. So it's not the cheapest system there is, but I want to make a system that is as good as our PA systems we use for live music. So a very direct. It's a different kind of sound. I cannot explain how the sound is. You need to hear it, and that's the reason that as soon as I got more of these, and I'm making also small ones here, as soon as I got enough of these, I will send them to our most loyal and how do you call it? Our best supporters on Patreon. So the best supporters on Patreon, but you can also in April I will explain how you can also get one of these sets to try at home for free, and you can keep it. I send it to you when you're a patron. So become a patron, and on Patreon I will let you know how you can get one of these sets. You only need to raise your tier only for 1 month to a special level. I'm still figuring out which level it is, and then I send you a little loudspeaker, Rapalje loudspeaker system. It is almost 5 minutes before we go to the Zoom meeting. So that's what I done outside. I was tinkering on the loudspeaker system. It's not only one subwoofer. It's not only it's much more. It is a lot more than just a loudspeaker. And when it's finished, I'm still working on the patent right now. So people very close to me know what I'm doing. David already has one of this in his kitchen. People close to me we're now comparing systems. We're trying it, and we try to get everything we need for a patent. And I want to finish that in 1 or 2 weeks, and then I can show you everything. One of the speakers is right now in my hand. This is one. This is a loudspeaker in my hand. It's a little secret. Yeah, little secret what I got here. This is one of the parts. This is how small. This is what you see. This is what you see in your room, and this is what you hear as well. But you can put it there anywhere you want. So enough talking about. But I was working on this project, so that's the reason that I explain it. I was building it. Working with a lot of sawdust and paint, and it smells like paint here, like crazy. So I need to open up some doors because it's drying here. Not very healthy, so I open up some doors and I take a shower before 9 o'clock, hopefully. See you in the Zoom meeting now. We talk about what you're doing outside. And if you have any question about my speaker project, that's also what you can ask me, of course. It's the only thing I'm thinking about, and performing with Rapalje. These are the 2 things I'm doing in my life at the moment. So that's what I'm dreaming of and I'm thinking about. Last comments on Patreon page. I'm going to refresh because there are some. And then I hope to see you in the Zoom meeting. Follow the links in the description of the live stream you're seeing right now. You will be sent to a patron. Become a patron for less than cost of a cup of coffee a month, and we can have more personal talks with each other. I am always responding to any comment you write or any question you have. Frank is writing, as soon as it's warmer than 5 degrees outside in the morning, I take an e-bike to work. I take the e-bike. That's very good. Yeah. So, warmer than 5 degrees outside in the morning. It depends on how early you will go to your work, because it is still cold at night. But it's very pleasant in the afternoon. And of course, when you go from your work, when it's not too late, then it's a lot more warmer than when you go to your work. So, warmer than 5 degrees. I ask you when you're in a Zoom, how many days that happened. Helena, outside I work or sit in the yard, and when it opens, it will be at the pool almost every day. Yeah, when the pool's open. I'm also looking forward to that. But I don't swim in the pool. I like natural water, like little streams and lakes, and do things. Maybe water skiing or swimming or surfing or whatever. Frank did not really celebrate St. Patrick's Day last weekend, but I did go to Scrum in Zoetermeer last Friday, which is close enough. Thanks to Katinka for the tip. So thank you. I will close this live stream. Be easy and free. I see you next week, next Tuesday. See more of this. Hopefully finished. Because this will be the speaker system for Rose Irish Dance Company. Yeah, so in 2 or 3 weeks, when you're dancing at Rose Irish Dance Company, you will hear this system, because that's the reason that I'm building this one right now. So easy and free. And I got a nice song for you. I don't mind at all. And the great song the great song of indifference at the theatre show. Hope to see you in the theatres from Thursday, Friday, and from now on. So we see a lot of people in the theatres. Hope to see you too. Bye.
I don't care if people's speed of the clinic is no longer here. If you send the souls to engineer, I don't mind at all.